Welcome back to Newsbeat. We're turning now to sports with Erik Vollenweider. Now, LSU football looked good Saturday, keeping that perfect record against ULL.
Well, they did look good, the defense especially, but you have to remember it is ULL. 3. That is the number of how many points ULL has scored against LSU in their last 4 contests. The Cajuns thought maybe this was their year to break through and finally score a touchdown. But the LSU defense, well, they had other plans. Let's take it to the highlights. Last week it was Matthew McConaughey and Shaq. This week, Mike the Tiger makes his 2009 debut in Tiger Stadium. Pick it up in the first quarter. Jordan Jefferson to Brandon LaFell, 16-yard TD catch, putting the Tigers up 7-0. Brandon LaFell looking like a first-round draft pick in next year's draft. John Chavis wants his defense to step up, force some turnovers, and Chad Jones answers the call. Intercepts ULL quarterback Chris Mason. Has a nice little return. Chad Jones, great player on the LSU baseball team last year, trying to make the same impact in football. Pick you up in the second quarter. Jordan Jefferson with a nice option pitch out to the fastest man in college football, Trenton Holiday. He runs it in for an 11-yard score, putting the Tigers up 14-0. The Tigers would not look back. Chad Jones would grab another pick, and Brandon LaFell would go on to grab another TD pass, and the Tigers would put down the Cajuns 31-3. Next week, the Tigers will open their road SEC slate when they travel to Starkville to take on Mississippi State. Kickoff is at 11:21 a.m. Across the street, inside the Maravich Center, the LSU volleyball team opened up their home SEC schedule this weekend. On Friday night, the team defeated Tennessee, but struggled as they tried to carry that momentum into Sunday. A nice little crowd out there to watch the Tigers take on the Wildcats. Pick up in the first quarter. Michelle Williams with a beautiful spike, but not enough for the Tigers as they would drop Game 1. In Game 2, the Tigers looking to rebound and tie it up. However, a great dig here by Kentucky, and they put it back over the net right in front of the LSU player. Kentucky would take Game 2. Fast forward to the match point. The Tigers serve into the net. The Tigers would drop the match 3-0, fall to 1-1 in SEC play. After the match, Coach Fran Flory talked about her team's lackluster performance on Sunday.
Important is that we have to know we have to come to play every single match and every single time we put the uniform on. And I didn't think our team came to play today. I think our team, I don't know if they were hungover. They looked physically tired. They looked mentally tired. And, you know, when you're SEC play, you can't be tired. You got to step up.
Moving over to the soccer pitch, LSU traveled all the way to the East Coast to take on 2 of the premier programs in the country. On Friday night, the Tigers were barely defeated by top-ranked UNC 1-0. The Tigers did not leave empty-handed as they would come back on Sunday to draw with Duke 2-2. Tigers will be home this Friday when they host Georgia at the LSU Soccer Complex. This past weekend, the LSU softball team hosted an alumni game where the current Tigers took on some of the greats of Tiger past. The game capped off the team's first full week of practice. LSU lost their entire starting rotation from last season and are going to be looking to freshman phenom Rachel Fico to fill the void. Fico recorded 25 perfect games in her high school career and posted a ridiculously low .07 ERA. We caught up with Fico and asked her about her biggest change from high school to college.
The practices are a lot more intense. I've never done conditioning like this before, but I love it. I feel so good after I finish every single day, and it's only going to make me better.
Abe, got to spend some time with Rachel Fico. She looks like she is the real deal, and a very pleasant girl to be around. Definitely like the Russell Shepard of the LSU softball team. Looking forward to see how she plays.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to see how she progresses over the coming years.
Thanks, Eric.